Welcome to the Speedway Chat Show hosted by Jerry Sims and Wilbur Hancock. We would like to say a massive thank you to all our partners that make the show possible. Make sure you like, comment, and share our videos. It helps get Speedway in front of more people. It's really easy to find our podcast. Just say, "Hey Alexa, play Speedway Chat Show podcast." Enjoy, buckle up, and get ready for an awesome ride.
Jerry, you are muted, you stupid. Just redo that. You're muted. Come on. Oh my God. This is horrible. You're muted on StreamYard itself. I can literally see your mic is muted. No, I still cannot hear you. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another Speedway Chat Show podcast. It is Wednesday afternoon, and we are having technical difficulties in the first minute of the show. I believe this has never happened before. Jerry is having great technical difficulties, but what I don't think he realizes is that he only needs to click the unmute button on the actual thing. Once again, I would like to say a massive thank you to all our sponsors that make the show possible. SB2A Speedway have been along this whole ride, and we can't wait to announce the winner of our bike giveaway, which they have helped tremendously with. As well as Rent Truck. Rent Truck provides itself on the service that they offer to customers, helping you select the best size van to their comprehensive insurance policies and the breakdown assistance. When you are in need of a hire vehicle from them, you can make sure that you are in safe hands. We will also like to say a massive thank you to Matt Sewell Polishing. He has done some amazing work on Chris Holder's World Championship winning engine. If you need any type of polishing, he is the guy you need to contact. GM Engines, the world champion's choice of Speedway bike engines. I think they're basically the best engine in Speedway. They're awesome. But if you want your engine tuned and perfectly perfected, Ashtec, aka Ashley Holloway, whatever you want to call him, builds engines for the top guys, including lights of Emil Saifedinov. If you want your engine perfected, Ash is your guy to contact. Foxy Racing Products. Foxy supplies the best equipment available for Speedway, grass track, lawn track, and protective clothing. Whatever you need, spare parts, even a custom-built Speedway bike, like a whole bike itself, you'll find it there. Operated by International Speedway Grass Track and Lawn Track World Champion Andy Smith. Grant Henderson Tankers, we move shit. Once again, it explains itself. Grant Henderson Tankers provide the complete waste management solution to industry, public sector, and private households, handling all forms of liquid waste, from septic tanks to industrial company waste. Now, can we invite Jerry back on? Is he there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh my God, we can hear you. This is insane.
There we go.
First minute of the show. First minute.
It was fine before the show, and then all of a sudden just disappeared.
We're aware. You know what? I think what you didn't do is press the unmute button that you have on your freaking computer.
No. My whole browser just crashed like seconds later. It switched me out, shut me out completely.
So I
anyway,
think I'm
we're here now. We're here.
Tech guy now. I think I'm the tech guy now.
There we go. So we are back in the room. We are live. How are you, Wilbur? Anyway, you all good?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic. This is like the best first minute of my life. That was hilarious. Especially coming from the magician. I thought he was gonna make his like browser disappear or something.
Yeah. Anyway, how about my new t-shirts? Check these out. Woohoo!
I thought they were supposed to have your name on them.
Nah. I just got the media. What I do in case I forget. Here we go.
Turn around.
So, just need to correct you on what you just said a second ago, Wilbur. You actually name dropped Emil Saifedinov as one of Ashley Holloway's riders that he tunes their engines. And I don't know if you've seen. I've not even seen myself. I heard earlier that actually there's been a split, and Ashley's no longer servicing Emil's engines. I don't really know what it's about. I haven't spoke to Ashley. My mum's told me earlier.
That is a bummer.
I said, I don't
Dude,
know.
we have all the first-hand info because, I mean, they've been working together for a long, long time.
Yeah. So, so don't know what that's about. Hopefully, I'll find out in the next next week, and we'll be able to tell you next week. But at the minute, we'll have to wait and see. Here we go. So,
I mean,
what have you guys been seeing this week on social media that you want to talk about? What's been the big shocks? We're pretty sure we know what the big shock of the day is for sure. With hearing about Somerset finishing for good. I believe the land has been sold for property development. So the guys at Somerset are no longer. Joins the long list of clubs in the Southwest that no longer run. I think I seen a post from Matt Bates just before we went live. He was mentioning Somerset, Newport, Weymouth, Exeter and Trelawney, all just within the Southwest that no longer run. It's such a shame. So, you right there, Wilbur?
Doing your homework or something? Just doing more homework. Rainoff, Matt got it completely right there. Rainoffs are a hot topic, more like a wet topic. Man,
yeah,
there's been too many. I don't think I can count them on the tip of my fingers, just on one hand.
That's easy for you to say.
God. We're having problems that the tracks are too dry here.
Oh, really? Yeah, we're not having that problem here. I spoke with Luke Becker earlier today, and he was saying that he was lucky last week. They did 2 races, and he was in Heat 3, so he didn't have to ride. But he flew in all the way from Poland to come and do that.
Here's
meeting.
The thing: he did a practice start, so he had to wash his bike.
Oh, no way! Gutted. Yeah.
Hey,
yes, guest riders. Oh yeah, go for it.
Hang on, Cameron. This is. I don't think track covers can do anything, but it's just pouring down rain constantly.
That is a point I want to talk about later as well. It's not about track coverings, but we'll talk about something else later. Yes, here we go. I've seen this comment. I think I've seen your comment earlier this week, Simon. Guest riders in the first week of the season.
That's
crazy.
That is. It's I don't know what to. This is like the first time that's ever happened, right? That was like literally guest riders in the first race of the meeting. I was like,
well, for instance, for Plymouth, Henry Atkins, he rode for his National League team, Eastbourne. Didn't have a crash. His shoulder popped out. And he missed the first meeting for Plymouth off of the back of, so he didn't do his first meeting.
That is a bummer.
He was out already last week, even though it was rained off. He was out last week because of that shoulder injury. And he hasn't even got to ride. He rode press and practice. That was it.
Man.
So hopefully he'll be back soon.
His shoulder fell out from just riding?
Yeah. It is a pre-existing injury, but he thought it was all good. And then all of a sudden, I think in his third ride, his shoulder popped out.
Because that's what happened to Dad in Cardiff. It popped out, I think, 4 times in like 2 days.
No way. Yeah, that's crazy.
It would happen when he went into the corner and the shoulder would just drop like that. Is that horrible?
Track covers only work if it's not raining during the meeting. That's true.
That's a fair point. But like, if you look at all the GPs too, when they use the track covers anyways, it's like there's still a 50% chance you're going to race. Because it's like it starts pouring and it goes and goes and goes. And all of a sudden, when you're trying to take that cover off, it's just covered with water, So when you're trying to take the cover off of the track, what is it going to do,
Yeah. And you also need a bit of water. So do you cover it completely? And then it's, like you say, when you remove the covers, you're going to get lines of water where you're going to get grippy patches and the bikes are going to take off. could be more dangerous than it's worth.
I think it's just England in general. No offense to England, but you just have that crappy weather in the beginning of the season that you're gonna have those. But once the summer kicks in, hopefully, you'll have less rain-offs.
I mean, today's been gleaming. It's been absolutely stunning today. So that's something. So let's hope the bad weather's behind us now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Luke did the parade laugh at the beginning of the meeting. Oh, that's a bummer.
That is gutting, isn't it?
Oh, go.
Here we go. Pedersen getting a max at Scunny for Plymouth was pretty awesome first meeting back. Too right. I've seen also, cool. I think Scunthorpe posted earlier today a video of, I'm going to say Heat 13, I think it was. I don't know. Actually, I'm making that bit up. But it was Pedersen and Josh Orty, and they're swapping and changing throughout the race. Sorry, Pedersen was leading, then he dropped down to third, then he went back to first and second and first. It was a hell of a race. So it wasn't like he was just out front and leading. Look good.
Looks very good. Man, what a bummer for Plymouth. Scunny's a hard track, to go through for the first one. But, hats off to Pedersen for scoring almost half the points for the team,
I think he actually scored more than half the points.
Probably. It's a bummer, but oh well. What can you do about it? It's just to regroup and go in for the next one. The next one's in Plymouth, isn't it?
Yeah, next one's on Tuesday against Kent. So that'd be a good one. I think the boys, most of them haven't rode together before. Most of them haven't hardly met each other before. So I think a few meetings under their belt, get their confidence up, get all the boys having a laugh together. A lot of the other teams being teams in that league already for years, either the riders are all ridden together before, or even they might have ridden abroad together, or they know each other and things like that. I think most of the riders in the Plymouth team actually don't know each other yet, so they don't know how the other person rides or anything. So, yeah, I got faith. I got faith in them.
No, I do too. It's the first meeting of the year. You can't judge yourself off of that. Everyone can. Remember that half of the teams lose their first meeting of the year. Yeah. You got to put that into perspective. Half of the teams lose the first meeting of the year because you got to race with the other teams. So it's just the first one. And of course you have to go to Scunthorpe for your first one. And Scunny's a little bit of a harder track to figure out, especially for, Dylan. It might not be the best track to go to for this first race, he'll learn. I think everyone else will learn. I think once he watches other riders as well, he'll figure it out quite fast. Plymouth
Dylan's probably never been so bloody cold.
Dude, I saw him wearing a beanie. I've never seen him wear a beanie before. It's hats, t-shirts, and shorts.
Yeah.
I saw he was out go-karting today. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
You guys were out go-karting, weren't you?
Go-karting. Yeah, yesterday we were out go-karting. It was very fun. I was faster than my dad, just saying.
just dropping that in there.
Just throwing that in there.
Yeah. Is it because you're lighter than he is?
We're probably the same weight. No. He's always been the fastest at go-karting. Huh? He's got no excuse.
He's got no excuse. just outright lost. He's lost it now, is he?
Yep. He just got it, taking it over. Just saying.
I'm taking it over. Brilliant.
How about Jack Holder's face?
Yes, this was brilliant. Earlier on in the week when we actually posted about what have you guys seen on social media this week, and we just want you guys to chip in and send us screenshots of things that you've seen or whatever. Seeing this post on Twitter made my day. It was brilliant. Have you got it there, Wilbur?
Yeah, I can get it. 1 second. There we go.
There we go. So someone on Twitter has made this post with all of Jack Holder's lookalikes, apparently.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I like
the Borat one at the bottom. I think that's the most. It looks like him the most.
Yeah, I think Yeah, who do you think? What does he look like the most?
Oh, don't know. Put in the comments who you think he looks like the most.
Who's the first guy? Who's the first guy?
So the first guy, I can't remember what his name is, but he's out of Harry Enfield and Friends.
Yep, he looks the most in my opinion. That's him right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a tough one. He could look like a young Boise. Boise's the one that's next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon Borat. I'm going Borat all the way.
That's mean. He's not going to come on the show anymore.
He wasn't going to come on the show anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're not wrong on that.
Here we go. Here's a questionable thing. Would a squad system stop the guest riders from coming in? What do you reckon?
Wait, what is it? Would a squad system
stop the guest riders from coming in? I think I seen a thread earlier in the week that was about riders riding in two leagues and having to prioritize one league over the other and things like that as well. So I think they've changed it this year so the days don't roll over. So unless there's a cancellation, there shouldn't be any rollover of championship and premiership meetings.
That shouldn't.
But
from the beginning, they shouldn't have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like either way, they should have always had that.
That's the case. I think the point that was made in the thread that I seen was, if we had one league, then all riders would get the same amount of races because obviously all of the teams from both leagues would be in that one league. I think there could possibly be a rider shortage. There's not that many riders. That's how the riders we've got have to double up at the moment. So if there was all those extra team spots where the riders are doubling up, then there isn't going to be enough. There isn't going to be enough riders. But
no, exactly.
Yeah, get in the comments. Tell us what your thoughts are. I would love to hear what you're thinking.
Let me see. We also have Glasgow Tigers post. That was quite funny. Did you see that?
This one? Yeah.
That was funny.
So this is what I was going to talk about earlier is, I've seen this. So Ricky Wells got Heat 4 track record at Glasgow. Then Scott Nichols went out in the next race and beat it by nearly a second.
Yeah, no, that's a fast time.
That is quick, yeah. So what I have found out about this, so Glasgow have actually relayed their track. So they've put new material down on their track, and obviously that takes a long time and a lot of expense. But their first meeting, they've broke the track record twice. Chatting with some of the guys that I was with the other week when I was out in Poland, was some of the riders said how many of the promoters have sorted out their tracks. Like in Poland, yes, there's a lot more money there, but the tracks are like billiard tables, and it means that anybody can race it, and the racing is always pretty good. And in the UK we don't quite have that, but the teams have had now a long time between when they were racing regularly and now to hopefully sort the tracks out. So be interesting to see, if those big holes that were still there 2 years ago, are they still here? And there really shouldn't be an excuse now. They've had a long time to sort of get those tracks sorted.
I was looking at some photos from the Glasgow meeting, and it was Brock Nickel who was riding. I believe there were some photos of him and Ricky and stuff like that, right? So, but all of their styles were very over the front of the bike. So that makes me think that when you're so over the front of the bike and you look like he was attacking the track, that makes me think that there must have been some kind of a different speed. There more dirt and more. There was probably a way faster track, right? They're so on the front of it. They're attacking the track more than instead of kind of backing off, maybe getting more comfortable, letting the bike drift around. But when you're attacking the track like that, that shows that there's definitely some kind of grip and dirt out there. So that could be a factor that came into play. And I would like to speak to Brock about it. I might shoot him a text later today, see what he thought, or talk to Ricky a little bit. But they all look like they were a little bit over the front of it. They were coming in a lot harder than they would usually at Glasgow, because usually at Glasgow you're able to run it in and then back it up on the banking. There's some nice banking there, and then you could drop it down, So, but it looked like every single one of them was kind of riding the dirt and going as fast as they can. So it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, and it's been very wet in the UK, so
yeah, because they had to cancel after Heat 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Right. That's that was the pay-per-view one, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was with Kent. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but breaking the track record twice is pretty good.
It is very good.
Not Joe. Luke, when I spoke to him earlier, he said that Wolverhampton was deep. He said it was deeper than he's ever seen it. He said it was about 8 inches of dirt.
Yeah, so he sent me a video of him doing the track walk. When he was stepping, his foot would sink.
Oh, perfect racing.
Did not look too fun. Oh yeah, no, it's great. Why wouldn't you want that?
Yeah. Doesn't need to gate. Oh, here we go. Controversial. Pedersen is old school. Doesn't need to just gate and win. He has experience to come from the back. There we go. What's he saying about the new kids? Well, what do you need to gate and go on?
Do I? No. Well, I mean, you always got to have a plan B. You don't want to aim for plan B, but you always want to have it just in case. But, I mean, looking at the races coming up, there could be some interesting. It's Kingsland versus Wolverhampton tomorrow, I believe, at 8:30.
Yeah. Yeah, at Kingsland, isn't it?
At Kingsland.
Yeah.
Then looking at Ipswich versus Sheffield. That'd be interesting because Crumpy's in Ipswich, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah. And Jack Holder's Sheffield.
Ooh, Jack's this is going to be a good
fire.
One. Yeah, he looked fast in his last race.
Talking about Holders, what about Chris Holder's rant about Torren fans last week? We actually covered that last week. We brought the texts up.
More. There was probably more. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Rob, if you find any of those rants at the Torren fans,
send them over.
Send them over. We'll put them up. I spoke to Chris earlier this week about something that I'm doing with him. And he said, I said, oh, is it right to use this in the video? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. He said, good job you didn't get me last week having to go at the fans. I went, nah, we got it. Don't worry. So, it's quite funny.
We have Czestochowa versus Grujins on Friday. That would be a good match. Because both of them are kind of middle league teams at the moment. They're both high up, but they've been having a little bit of up and down meetings. Speaking about that, I mean, have you seen Lindgren's performances? Haven't been the greatest recently. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't been looking. If I'm honest.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing great. I don't know what's been going on, but some of their other riders as well. I mean, I don't think that they've been at the top of their games recently, but it's a bummer because last year Czestochowa was really, 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 really good. And how about Woofy being back?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Didn't he have a practice last week? And I think he had a practice. He had 2 laps.
I believe he had a practice on 2 weeks ago, and then it said it did not go great. He did 2 laps and then pulled in. Then literally that Friday, he goes back out on the track. The next week on the Friday, he goes back out on the track, and then he does a full practice, and he felt great. So then they put him in the team for Sunday, and now he rode on the Sunday. but I think he scored like 8 points or something like that. He didn't do too bad.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Matt Seal, he just said about Anders Rowe. Yes, we had Anders on last week after his Kings Lynn meeting. I didn't see the scores when he was at Ipswich, but it says here he got highest in his team at Ipswich against Bellevue. So Anders is on fire.
I think I just saw something. Hang on one second. I'm trying to find.
Do you want to check the scores for that last week?
I was trying to check the scores. Yeah. I can
then
find them on Speedway GP, right?
Gorzhov. Yeah, it's on Speedway GB. Yeah. Then one at Gorzhov Sunday. Who won Sunday at Gorzhov?
Chisakova.
Yeah.
They won.
Okay.
Yeah. Speedway GB.
There we go. Matt Seal again. Sorry, I was in the workshop prepping a bike for our rain off. Well, I invited Matt. So Matt's here saying he's been prepping bikes for a rain off. I did offer Matt last week. I said to him, you're more than welcome if you sat around bored, not doing anything with all these rain offs. You can come and build the Speedway bike that we have for the bike giveaway. And also, he's kitted out Adam Ellis's van, I think it is, and looks real smart. Also said he's more than welcome to come down and kit my van out as well. And he said no. So
lovely.
Yeah.
Not just that.
I thought he was my mate, but never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't take it personal.
Oh, no, I did. Take it fully personally.
You should.
I will say also the guys from the Speedway bike giveaway that we're doing have all done a promo video. They have to sort of say what they've done with what we're doing and all our help and things like that we've given them and what they've done over the winter. So go check that out. I think there's one of them has messaged me saying, I haven't got it ready yet. I'll get it over to you ASAP. So, but yeah, go and check out those guys. Ben Trigger, Dan Gilks, Jordan Jenkins.
Mason
go
Watson.
And check out those guys. Yeah, Mason Watson, Nathan Ablett, all of them. Go and check them all out. And who have we forgot? Archie Freeman. There we go, Archie Freeman. So check those guys out. And we really want those guys to do well. They've all worked really hard over the winter for sure.
Dude, there's no results here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right. Who can tell us what Anders Rowe scored at Ipswich last week? First person in the comments to
gets a high five.
Tell us gets absolutely nothing. Sorry, I've got nothing to give you. Oh, I'll tell you what I've got. I've got it here somewhere.
It's going to be like a Speedway Chat Show hat or something like that.
Oh, you're a dick, aren't you?
12. He scored 12.
He scored 12? Was that at Ipswich?
Yeah.
No way. So he scored 12 plus 2 at Kings Lynn and then 12 at Ipswich.
Here, I'm looking here. Bellevue versus Ipswich. Anders Rowe, 11 plus 2. Danny King, 11 plus 1. Jake Allen, 11 plus 1. Crumpy, 7 plus 1. Cameron Heaves, Drew Cab 0.
Oh, here we go. Barney Kennett, 11 plus 2. He is the first person to get it right. Oh, no way. Dewey Hare said he got 11 plus 2. I think he won Heat 1 and 2. Wow. Well, the first person to actually get the correct answer was Barney Kennett. So, Barney, if you send us a link, your address in our direct messages, I'll send you this Speedway Chat Show hat. There's only 3 of these left now. So,
oh, bummer.
Check you out, you monster hat. You ain't got a fridge, have you? Look, I got a fridge. It's got nothing in it. But
cool.
Got a fridge.
Who got that for you?
Can't remember. I've had it ages. It wasn't through Joe.
No. Okay. You've had it for
Had it
ages?
Yeah. I used to have Monster sent to the house when I lived in London. And
Damn.
yeah, and that was from then, I think. So.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, there was a comment up here before. We've got 2 guests that said that they're going to come on the show, and I haven't heard back from either of them. Let me 2 seconds. Let me just message one of them.
How about Dan Bewley, second in the European Championship?
That is true. In the qualifier, wasn't it? So he's
he is in the qualifier.
Yeah.
I believe because Dad was there, he was watching him racing Pardubice, and I mean, wow, that's such a cool track. He's so fast, such a fast track.
Yeah.
As well as, I think Dudek won.
Yeah, he was second. I know that.
Yeah, he was second, and I'm trying to let me find out who was third.
Was it one of the Pavlickis?
Oh, I don't think so.
Let me have a look. It was on Speedway GB. Let's see who can be the first one to get it. This is really interesting internet, isn't it? Me and Wilbur just trying to search through.
I'm trying to
Here we
find
go.
it.
I got it. Somebody from Ribnick.
Somebody from Ribnick.
It is somebody from Ribnick.
Who doesn't say?
Where are you looking at it?
I'm looking at Speedway GP.
Yeah, that's where I seen it. Doesn't actually say.
Hang on, let me check Speedway GP.
Yeah.
That might have it actually. But I mean, wow, he was showing tremendous speed because he beat Dudek in his first heat, right?
Right.
And then they, I believe, yeah, he beat him in his first heat, and then he went on and scored, I think, like 12 points or something like that, and then moved on to win, or he got second in the runoff, but he was on Dudek's ass the whole time. So I mean, he was right there. Pavlicki gets picked for the SEC series, so that's probably what you saw. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
And then how about Antonio Lindbeck making a turn to racing?
That's the other thing we was going to talk about.
Wow. That was like very unexpected, in my opinion. He signed back with Marsana in Sweden, and it said his quote was, "I decided to quit, but when Marsana came up with this proposal, it felt interesting and craving the comeback." So,
yeah, I'm really stoked for Lindback to to be coming back. I definitely don't think that he'd done everything he'd needed to do to end his career. You know, he's such a good rider.
Okay, so the top 5 at the
2 seconds, Barney. Don't put your address in the comments so everyone can see it. You'll end up getting some really weird shit in the post. Just send us a direct message. Go onto our page and go to messages and just send us a message, or else someone will find it real funny to send you some weird shit. I'd do it if it was Wilbur. I'd definitely post some really weird shit to his house.
Such a dick. So the top 5 in the SEC challenge was Patrick Dudek was first, Dan Bewley second, Sergey Lokachev. Said, hey, Sergey. It's not, I think it's Russian or something like that. And then Andrzej Lebedevs was fourth. Fifth was Patrick Hansen. And then Timo Lahti missed out by like 1 point. 1 point. Oh, that's a bummer. And then Tarasenko was like 7th. Torcel 8th. Aspgren 9th. 10th, but David Bellego.
Gordon Meekins. Yeah, it's a sad day for Somerset. We have just touched on that just before. Gordon Meekins, I actually used to race with Gordon too long ago. He owned, him and his dad, they owned Carmarthen Speedway. There's another speedway track in the southwest that's no longer. Yeah, such a shame.
Looking up.
Matt Searle again. What sort of weird shit we talking? I'm interested. Love that. Love the commitment. Run off.
Oh, there's a multiple choice challenge here about Woofy.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, you and me should do it right now.
Okay, go for it.
So I'll start. Okay. Should I? Oh, let me screen share. 1 second. Boom. Let me just switch the screen around 1 second. This is gonna be funny. Let's see if anyone else. Probably everyone has already done it. We're just like late to the party.
Late to the party.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Okay. Boom. And share screen.
And who's it about Woofy?
It's about Woofy, yeah. Okay. So we should get people talking on here as well. So you guys see it? Oh wait, no. And add to stream. So you guys ready?
Go for it.
Okay, in which town or city was Ty Whiffen? Okay.
Oh no, he's born in Scunthorpe.
How many times was Ty Wolfenden crowned British 121 champion?
I'm under 21. Oh, twice. I don't know.
Boom, you got it.
There you go.
In which year did Ty Wolfenden make his Grand Prix debut?
Oh, 2010.
I know it.
2010. Let's go with that.
You got it. Which venue did Ty Wolfenden claim his first FIM Speedway Grand Prix?
I've got a feeling it was Melilla.
It's Prague.
Oh, Prague.
Which other competition did Ty Wolfenden win in the week he claimed the first FIM Grand Prix victory?
I don't think you want a golden helmet. Let's go with British Championship.
What else would it be? Come on. In which year did Ty Wolfenden win his first British Elite League championship with Wolverhampton? Wolves are probably watching this right now.
Yeah, I reckon 2008. No, I don't know.
9.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 year off. Okay, in which year did Ty Wolfenden join PGE Extraliga Club Wroclaw?
He's just done like 10 years there, so let's go 2011.
Which speeder
they were
club
saying
did
he's been
most
like there
recently-
for 10 years.
Who did he most recently represent?
I've got no idea, so let's go with Vetlander. Oh, it's Indiana. There we go.
Going into 2021 FIM Grand Prix season, how many SGP rounds has Ty competed in?
96. That's just
I don't think he's done 100 yet. Because that would be big. So, oh, yeah. Okay. Mark Lerner was the first British rider to win the World British Championship before Ty, but which year did he top the podium? 2000.
2000, yeah.
Boom.
That wasn't
You're
a bad time.
60% correct.
Nah, that's all right.
Damn,
Wouldn't
I
want to
think
be a
there's other.
fanboy.
Yeah, there's other quizzes on here. I want to hang on. I'll look for more.
This is really interesting. Interesting TV. So one of the riders that we was going to get on, we're not going to mention any names, messaged me and said, "I'm really sorry, I'm not able to get on," and the other one hasn't read my messages since 5:15. So I don't think he's coming on either.
Oh, bummer. Okay, well, we have a SGP quiz British Polish challenge. Let's see what this is all about. All right.
Who's doing this? Questions. You do these ones. I did the last ones.
Okay. Which club has Ty Wolfenden represented since 2012? Oh, our club. A hat trick, elite out pool.
You need to read your questions out for the people that have not read them so quickly.
Ty Wolfenden Maciej race with which British rider at Rock Club this season? Dan Biolay. Polish great Thomas Golub represented which British? Oh,
I know.
I have a feeling it's Ipswich. Ah, yeah, let's go. GB star Robert Lambert won his 2020 Speedway European Championship crown at which Polish track? Oh, it was.
I know this one. I know this one. I should have done these questions. Yeah, I did.
Ooh,
Before you press it, I'll tell you what it is.
What?
Well, don't press it, and I'll say what I think before you press it.
Okay, say what you think.
No, you tell me what you think. It's your quiz.
Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
I think it's Bydgoszcz. No, it's not Bydgoszcz. No, never mind. No, it's Rybnik.
It's a Rybnik, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was not Rybnik. Dickhead.
Well, Torun wasn't in the Extra Liga last year.
That was not Extra Liga. It was SEC, his European Championship.
Yeah. It said what Extra Liga club was he at when he won his European Championship?
Wait. Why? Okay, never mind. Patrick raced for which British club? He has never raced for a British club. Yeah. Britain's Mark Garcia 2000 FIM Speedway Grand Prix World title at which Polish venue?
I've got a feeling it's Bydgoszcz.
Yeah, me too. I'm leaning towards Bydgoszcz more than Leszno.
I've got a thing. Yeah, Bydgoszcz.
Oh yeah, let's go. Poland won the 2016 FIM Speedway World Cup final at which track? Oh, it was Manchester. No, Kings Lynn.
I think it was Kings Lynn.
Wait, Manchester was around then?
Maybe
the new Bellevue, or was it the old I don't know, whatever it was. Where did Great Britain finish in 2018? The second, right? Yeah, second. Polish world champion Bartosz Mazek race 1 meeting for which British club? I have a feeling it's like Birmingham.
I think it could have been, He did 1 meeting, yeah. There we go.
He called it. He called it.
There we go.
Man.
Right.
You want to play a soccer quiz? Yeah, me too.
Absolutely not. Right, here we go. Let's see what else we're talking about. So who have we got here? We got Tom Brennan and Drew Kemp both getting into the qualifiers for the Under-21 European Championship, which is epic for those boys. Stoked for them. So they got a meeting, I think, in a couple of weeks. For the European Under-21s. It's great to see some of the UK riders are now, branching out, getting out into Europe. I've seen Dan Gilks went to Hungary last week for his Under-19s, I think.
Yeah, it was Under-19. How did he do?
He came 6th, so he's qualified to the next round or whatever it was.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, he's through to the next bit. Yeah, drove all the way to Hungary just for a meeting, which is a commitment. But yeah, it's great to see that those young riders in the UK are now, they're amongst it. The years ago we had the Joe Screens and the Mark Lorums and Scott Nichols and stuff like that. They're all at that level and sort of petered off for the UK. It's not quite so strong as it was. So,
Leon
it's good
Flint
to those
being
boys again back
unlucky
in.
not to be selected for what?
What was Leon Flint not selected for?
It could have been like the team or something.
Oh, were those boys selected? I didn't realize that. So they were selected for the under 21s.
I see.
Yeah, that is a shame. That is a shame. Leon's been on fire as well. I think he done well for. I think he had. Was it 6? No, he had 2 meetings in the same day, like one after each other at Berwick the other day. So he had something silly like, I don't know, 10 rides or 12 rides or something like that in one day. Yeah, machine.
That is rough. Back to back at the same track.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. He was in the National League and the Championship, both for Berwick. And I think I've got a feeling he got 15 max in the second meeting as well. So
I have a question for you. What are the chances you think that Torin has a back-to-back weekend again for the GP?
Is this a trick question?
No. What do you think of the chances are?
Well, I know what they I know what they are. No.
Okay, but like I'm trying to discuss this because
I
was talking to Lewis Hughes about it earlier.
It could happen. It would be good, wouldn't it?
I feel like it would be badass if it would. Because imagine you coming down to the final rounds for the World Championship and
so many points in a doubleheader weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So many points.
But then you have Cardiff that's been canceled. You've had the first round, which I don't even know what the first round was going to be, Terranzano or something like that.
Terranzano, yeah.
Yeah, that got canceled. And Tetrov has been canceled.
Yeah, and then there's the 19th of June, Cardiff, which never got confirmed.
Wait. Warsaw, Cardiff, Tetrov, Terranzano.
Yeah, and there was also one on the 19th of June that never got confirmed as well. So
yeah. So I believe the suspected date of starting is July 16th.
Yep.
Yeah, is that Prague. It? Okay. Yeah, so there's 2 rounds in Prague, right? So do you think that they will do 2 rounds in Wrocław?
I'm not allowed to say until it's announced officially. I'm not allowed to
just
say
anything, just say what you think.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't say what I think. I can tell you afterwards, but I can't say it publicly. It's not. It's not my place to announce that.
Okay, so Voyance is on. That'd be a good one. That would be right before Torin.
in September. Yeah.
And then, but we're supposed to go to Russia.
Yeah. It's going to be one in Russia for sure.
That is interesting. I don't know how they're able to go to Russia, but they can't go to like Tetrov.
It's all to do with the local restrictions. So, for instance, like if they, some places are saying that they can have a certain limit to the crowd that's allowed in the stadium, and obviously, if it's not viable to run with that limit, then they can't go. Where I presume that Russia are saying that they can have a limit that they are happy to run at, and they will fill that number, and it will still be viable for them to run. Mm-hmm. But obviously, if you have like a limited crowd for Cardiff, say, and it costs X amount to run the event, and they're only going to make half of that in ticket sales, then it's a no-brainer. They physically can't run it. So yeah. Yeah, so maybe the rules are different in Russia. I don't know the technical side of that, but I do know that they are definitely going to Russia.
Okay, so I mean, then you have Molila, which is in Sweden. Then Warsaw got canceled. Mm-hmm. Warsaw got canceled. So if there was no double headers, it would be suspected double headers. It would be Prague, which is supposed to be a double header. So that's 2. Then you have Wrocław, which is 3. Molila 4. Togliatti 5. Voyance 6. And then Torin 7. There would only be 7 rounds, so that's not enough. Oh well, what can we do? We'll have to see soon. There's still a while till that starts.
Yeah, there's still a few weeks before the season starts. So
yeah.
No, it's all good though. It's all good. Just hold tight. It's going to be a good year. I'm sure of it.
Alrighty. Well, should we leave it there?
Yeah, I think we should leave it there. A bit harder. I'm tracking Europe competition, Russian and Polish riders. See a gap and go for it. There we go. There's a comment there. Right, guys, we'll leave it there, and we will be back next week, and hopefully we'll get some of the guests that we were going to get on tonight next week, and we shall speak to you soon.
Have a great one, ladies and gents. Enjoy your Wednesday.
Go check out our podcast if you if you'd already seen the show, you don't need to see the podcast. But yeah,
well, you want to check out the other podcasts.
Yeah,
we have some podcast only shows on there too. Yeah, so
there is actually.
Just do it.
Yeah, go do it. Right, adios, guys. See you soon.